It's a chance and opportunity to get some key issues out into the public eye. One, the transgender community, that we do exist here in Amarillo. There are a number of us, and it's an opportunity to step up and do some good for the community as a whole. I'm not just running for one particular special interest or group. I'm running for the city as a whole, for all the citizens.
Okay. Let's talk about some of the key issues right now that are really that are not really related to
National type stuff. Yeah.
the national kind of stuff. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on with downtown development. What's your take on that right now?
I kind of wonder if anybody really does know what's going on that particular part of it. The businesses I've talked with have got concerns about what is being discussed, what is being proposed, and a lot of them are not in favor of a lot of the issues that are coming out. It's almost as though the city or downtown development is trying to work against them. I can understand having a uniformity, having some guidelines for downtown development to have a certain atmosphere, a certain decor, but at the same time, what makes downtown special is the uniqueness of the different businesses.
What about those petitions that are running around right now with respect to the sign ordinance and the design standards and that sort of thing?
Well, the sign ordinance, I can understand the reason they went with a sign ordinance to begin with, because we did have a lot of signs that were abandoned. They were sitting out there. They were unpleasant to look at. They were also obstructing some of the traffic flow around corners and such. At the same time, I believe they went a little too far on some of the ordinances. They made it in such a way that a business cannot really advertise a daily special, for instance, when it's just a small sign. They've got to where you have to have a special permit, which is only good for, I think, 60 days. Then you have to leave it off for 30 days, which is not very helpful to a business. It's more detrimental than helpful.
Single-member districts.
I'm in favor of that. Our county has single-member districts. The state has single-member districts. The nation has single-member districts. We need that here as well. Why not us? I don't feel like not all our parts of town are being accurately or properly represented.
What about a blended commission? Say 3 at large and 4 or 5 from districts.
I would consider that, to have say 4 districts elected and 1 or 2 at-large memberships. I would be in favor of that.
What about your background? Tell us a little bit about your background. Education.
I'm working on my master's, going through the University of the Rockies. Went to school here in Amarillo, college. Wayland Baptist, went to school here. Back when TSTC was here, I went through that course years ago. We moved here in '71 and it's been home since. I worked for the city for the short time. I had enough credits to retire, so I did.
Well, I'm concerned about the transgender thing. How much of an issue do you think that's going to be in this election?
For some people, being transgender is going to be a major issue. But I believe for most of the citizens, they're not too concerned one way or the other. We've had enough information come out the last 20 years dealing with transgender issues that people realize that it's not as deviant as what was once thought to be.